I mean, I enjoy the aspect that you're thinking outside of the box, kind of. Although at this point, it's so common and mainstream, it doesn't feel like that anymore. You know, like
woke.
Yeah, it's pretty much the new woke. But when a woman is like, what's your birthday? I'm just automatically like, come on, like you're trying to impose your own judgments on me without getting any information on me other than my birthday. I'm going to tell you my birthday. You're going to figure out my zodiac sign. And then you're already going to have all these registered thoughts about me based off this one thing.
Yeah.
And now anything I say from that point on is tainted in that view of myself through you. That I don't like. When I'm talking to a girl and she asks me what my birthday is in 10 minutes, I'm like, all right, next.
You should just give her the wrong birthday. See how she reacts.
It would be. I should fucking.
And then 2 weeks later, like I was joking.
Yeah, after I smash. I so much. And even at one point, I feel like I tried to like get on Tinder and pretend to be like a fucking corporate clean cut. Like I didn't put any DJ pictures up there. Just fucking like being
catfishing.
Pretending to be a normal human. Because I'm like, I'm losing out on so much pussy because girls are just like mad at the fact that I have my shirt off and I'm with strippers on Instagram. Like,
it's a red flag. If I was a girl and I came across your Instagram, I'm like, nah, not. Maybe I'll fuck him, but like, I'm not introducing him to my parents.
You'd fuck me?
If I was a girl, yeah, for sure.
Hell yeah. Thanks, bro. That means a lot for the world's most fuckable dude.
Well, alright, battle raps cause I've shaken grown men to the point that they can't even face their own friends. That's why they rhyme about jewels, not life, cause the ice on which they skating is so.
Alright, baby. Welcome back. How you like the new studio?
I like the couch for sure.
We were on the foldable table before, in the old crib, the old studio.
Yeah, it's an upgrade. Even the lighting looks a little better.
Yeah, this painting back here looks good too, if you could see anything but the toes.
Yeah, it's a little glossy.
Episode 59, the Party with Strategy podcast. We are again missing my good dear friend, DJ Dolo. He just doesn't really love to show up for things. I'm going to be honest. It's not his thing. If there's no lowrider there, he doesn't really feel the need to be there. I'm sorry that you didn't get the full experience. I was looking forward to having a good time with the boys, but we're still gonna have a good time with the boys.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
This is my second time filling in for Daddy Dolo.
Yeah. This is your second time, and really, you're the only guest that I would want to have fill in for Dolo because when you're on the podcast, hot girls come up to me and tell me that they watched it. You know what I'm saying? That literally happened last night.
Really?
Let's just have a whole recap of last night. I feel that'd be a great podcast because there's probably a lot of things you remember that I don't really remember.
Most likely.
I was a little drunk.
And then we smoked outside and...
That was a wrap. That was the end of it for me. But also, I kind of love that. I love like playing the line. I love being like on the edge of like, I'm too fucked up, but like, reel it in. You got this, you know?
I don't know if I should tell you this or not, but those are my favorite sets of yours.
Yeah.
When you're like a little, like you're like right on the edge.
Yeah.
You go a little harder. You take a few more risks. I like it.
Yeah. I like that too. I just need to learn how to do that sober. Like, why is alcohol so great? It's fucked up, honestly.
Yeah. You said yesterday, you're like, oh, we could just drink and we're around our sober friend. You're like, oh, wait, you can't do that.
Yeah, I felt like an asshole. I'm like, yeah, that's where the alcohol helps. And then they got a guy who's sober and you're like, oh, well, it doesn't help you.
Only hurts you.
Yeah. It's fucked up. But what else happened? I mean, give me some highlights. I'll give you a couple, but I want to hear yours that maybe I don't remember so well.
Well, we started off with the burlesque show.
Good old RTB.
And I was just annoyed from the beginning.
Nikki Nightmares. What was her name?
I can't remember. Her voice was piercing.
It was loud.
I had the highs on the mixer all the way turned down, and it was just piercing.
Yeah. And they were, bro, that's like, as a DJ that works at multiple venues, I feel like it's sort of an unwritten rule almost. I've never like heard anybody speak on this in particular, but they were promoting a different venue inside of that venue, which is not something I'd ever do. I'd never play somewhere on a Thursday and be like, yo, come to this other spot and see me tomorrow, because I got to assume it would only upset management, right?
Yeah, they did that right in front of the manager, and I said something. I'm like, you're just going to let him promote Pretty Liar? Or it doesn't matter what the club is. Yeah. And he was like, and then he tried to say that I do that. I'm like, maybe on my Instagram. I would never say it on the freaking microphone.
Yeah, that was weird to me. But I mean, maybe I'm wrong, you know, because I'm saying like, to me, it was always like an unwritten thing. I don't know, but he didn't really seem too mad when they did it. Do I need to start doing that? That's where, guess what I'm trying to get at here.
Yeah, mixed signals tonight. We got Strategy and Dolo show at Bottled Blonde tomorrow.
Yeah, Strategy and
R.I.P.
I'm gonna get like a blow up doll with his face on it for every time he doesn't show up.
Let's get a blow up doll and we'll draw a bunch of tattoos on it.
Oh, if you guys could paint his tattoos on it, I'll go get one fucking after this show.
I would love that.
That would be amazing.
Can't tell him about it either.
Hell
it's just a highlight and you're just talking to him.
Yeah,
it just goes to him.
That would be, he would probably get mad, but I would really enjoy that a lot.
He's got a good sense of humor. I mean,
he's got a good sense of humor, but he might get a little upset. When I first met Dolo, he would get mad at me for like calling him a bitch, you know, because he didn't know me that well. But like, I'll be like, don't be a bitch, you know, like me and my boys, it's just something we say. And he'd be like, whoa, no, you can't call me a bitch. And I'm like, what? Why? Like, that's like, those are fighting words. I'm like, no, we're chilling.
Raised differently.
I had to ease him into it a little bit.
Yeah, definitely came from a different place.
He used to get mad when I would call him a retard because that was triggering from his childhood.
Did other people call him that?
Oh, he claimed.
I wish he was here. Goddamn.
I mean, he is a self-proclaimed retarded human being. Self-proclaimed. Like, I watched this man at 4 a.m. one night in Chicago at Griddle 24. End of the night, we're wasted. We got these girls with us. I'm trying to get laid. He's all fucked up, and we're bullshitting, talking, blah, blah, blah. And he said the word retard, and this girl got really mad, like emotionally mad, like almost kind of crying. And this dude gave like a Martin Luther King level speech about how he is retarded. He's like, don't you fucking get mad at me, because I am retarded, and I can use that word. And he was like, I rode the short bus to school. Like,
God,
he went all the way in. It was amazing.
Just lectured her.
It was the best thing I've ever seen.
We were just in San Diego, and this girl walked by, and my friend was like, hey, Hillary, because she looked like Hillary Clinton.
Yeah.
And she got mad immediately. Like, she gets called that all the time. And he starts talking to her, and she's like, I'm so woke. And he's like, well, how woke are you? Like, we're on Wild 'N Out or something. And she says, I don't say the R word, I don't say the F word, and my best friend's black.
Wow. You are a stand-up fucking citizen. Holy shit. Get this woman a fucking Pulitzer Prize.
I was so mad.
That's crazy, bro. People really think that. They're like, I have a black friend. What do you got? You know? My best friend's black. What's up? I'm out here. Give me my points. Give me my credits. Like, what is that?
It's like she had it rehearsed. It's crazy.
It's wild.
And then the bar we're at, it was all white people, and the only black people there were working security. I'm like, what are we doing here?
And she was like, was she in there or what?
What do you mean?
With this girl, was she in that bar or was she?
Yeah. That's the bar. It was a very like white bar in San Diego on the beach.
Did you bring that up to her? Like, do you not feel
I started
weird
getting upset.
I would bring, dude. I was just at a wedding last week, and like there was some people there who were a little super woke. And like, that's just kind of word on the street thing. It was like, hey, just so you know, like, this girl's really woke. Don't say anything crazy in front of her.
Don't talk about vaccinations.
Any of that. Because like, we're wild. We get together, all the boys, and we're drunk, and like, we're talking wild shit. And you could definitely tell at certain points, certain friends of mine were like poking the bear, you know, like they'd go up to her and in a nice way, like masquerading as like a nice conversation, but they were asking her like tough questions, you know. It was kind of hilarious.
That's incredible.
Yeah, so Mixed Signals Thursday night, Toto Santos, the best party on Washington Avenue that Houston's really ever seen. I've only been here for a couple years, but it's not even a question, to be honest.
I agree.
It's the best party that this city's ever seen.
100%.
I've DJ'd a couple places here and nothing feels
Yeah,
like
it's the most fun for sure.
it feels good in there.
Always, yeah.
When Tanner dropped that fucking Welcome to the Jungle
Yeah.
house shit, oh man, bro. I wanted to just go home. I wanted that to be the last song. I wanted to end it right there so everyone could just remember that moment, go home and dream about it and think like I need to get back next week.
Yeah.
To feel that again.
Yeah, we want to make a remix of that so he could just do it live.
Yeah.
Fucking sick.
Wait, why couldn't he do it live with that track?
He could. We could rehearse that, but I think it'd be 10 times cooler if it was like our own.
Oh,
deal.
you want to make your own remix of? Okay,
Yeah,
I got you.
That's not my favorite remix.
The remix isn't amazing.
It's just Welcome to the Jungle is amazing.
Right. And then whatever comes after that is like it got me so pumped up.
It doesn't
I'm
matter.
going no matter what.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if
You're
there's something
right.
fire, it'd be really cool.
Yeah, you're right. That was that after we smoked? Let's
Yes.
let's get back. Okay, let's keep on the timeline here. Burlesque show happens. Nikki Nightmare's on the mic. She's introducing burlesque dancers. They start taking their tops off, and I'm gonna be honest, it was a little tough to compete with naked women because it was like, oh, here's a 2-minute burlesque show, play our music, and then all right, back to you guys for the next 30 minutes until the next show. You can't, like, house music and titties, they don't. It's not a competition. So we had to like spend 15 minutes winning the crowd back, get them to where we want them. 15 minutes go by, and then we're back to fucking square one. Titties out. Gotta get them back.
It was a good if that was like an exercise for DJs, like it was hard work.
Yeah.
I'm like, here, okay, now you lost the crowd, like let's get it back and
Yeah.
then do it over again.
I definitely was excited that you took that task and
Yeah.
handled that all yourself.
I don't mind doing the dirty work sometimes. I'm like, all right, I'll get this over with and then I could chill, most rest of the night. Like eat my vegetables first sort of thing.
Yeah. That's a good, eat the frog.
For the team, just take one,
Yeah. Take one for the team. I like that. Did a good job. There's no one better for the job.
I was such a dick to the lady.
She was a fucking bitch to me, bro.
Yeah, she was mean.
And that's, to me, that's some Houston shit. Like, I feel that way constantly in DJ booths, like in public or in a venue, just on the dance floor, like as a pedestrian, whatever. But I'm standing in this DJ booth. There's got to be a reason I'm there, right? This bitch is talking, like bossing me around, like, get out so I can get in. And I'm like, it's 10 o'clock, baby. Like,
Yeah.
your show's over.
Yeah, this is
This
our
is my
night.
fucking booth now. I was getting a little upset. That's how I knew that I was drunk, because that will get me upset when I'm drunk. When I'm sober, I'm just, whatever. Like, you're fucking fat. It doesn't matter, But when I'm drunk, I'm like, what? Like, I want to fucking challenge her. I want to be like, this is my fucking, like, it took me a little bit to not say anything stupid on the mic when we were switching over to mixed signals.
I wish you would have. You're like, okay, now the real party starts. I wish you would have said something else.
Nah.
Don't go to Pretty Liar tomorrow.
Yeah, you like that shit, but it loses the fucking crowd. It really does. And
Sure.
there was, I don't know if I told you, there was a point a couple weeks ago at Bottle Blonde on a Friday night where it was jumping, it's cracking. I'm on the mic, it's dead air. Like, I reverbed out of the song, it's completely silent. I'm on the mic talking shit. I was in my fucking zone. Like, I can't say that often when I'm on the mic. I feel a little clunky most of the time. But at this moment, I was in my fucking zone. I was hyping up the crowd. It was perfect. And literally, while this is happening, this girl climbs up onto the fucking stage and she starts tapping me. Like, I'm standing here talking to a room full of people with no music whatsoever, and she's like bothering me. And I literally had to turn to her and I'm like, you can't be serious right now. Like, I'm talking to people and you're trying to talk to me? That's insane. And then I look back over at the people and I could see they're at the tipping point. Like, had I said one more word to her, I would have lost the whole room. But I literally turned and like noticed that and then just went back into like the crowd work shit I was doing, and it was perfect. I was like, okay, you can do it with a small balance, You can't completely wreck the room talking shit to some stranger
Yeah.
but you can get them both done.
You have to acknowledge it.
Yeah.
And then move on.
Yeah. And that felt kind of good because I remember last time we were talking with you and Tanner with the No Good podcast, I was like, I can't be that guy because I really can't. But you can if you do it right.
Everything's good in moderation.
Yeah. The yin and the yang.
Okay, so we're at Mixed Signals. The burlesque show ends. We do 1 or 2 sets. And you said you like having me on the podcast because girls come up to you and say they watch it.
Yeah. Like, oh, you had No Good on the podcast. I watched that one.
Yeah, and then
Like,
that happened.
Any of them, any other ones. Didn't inspire you to go fucking watch another one. Just wanted to see Silas's Clearasil, perfect skin face.
And that they came up to us and they're like, we watched you guys on the podcast. I didn't even know them that well either.
You're out here, dog.
Yeah, and then they were asking me about my skin routine because of you.
Well, I think what originally happened, and I don't want to blow your cover here, but I kind of do a little bit, throw
ahead.
you into deep water, but
Do it.
what she originally asked was if you had face wash at home because she wanted to be able to wash her face when she goes home with you.
Yes. And I was like, of course I do.
And I said, yeah, have you not seen this man's face? Does it not look like it gets washed?
Yeah, that's funny because I don't do shit.
Yeah.
But I was like, I know Tanner's girlfriend has some face wash.
Yeah. That's the perk of having roommates. Like when I had roommates before I smoked weed, I lived with one of my boys who was a big pothead, always had weed. And if I was talking to a girl and she was like, yeah, you guys want to go smoke? I wouldn't be like, oh, I don't smoke. I'd be like, yeah, we got weed at the house.
Even though you
And
didn't smoke.
I've had to wake him up and be like, bro, let me get some weed. Let me get some weed. He's like, oh, it's in there.
That's great.
Yeah.
At least you have our house. You could do that now.
Well, I have
And you
lungs
smoke a lot
full
of
of
weed.
THC that I could do that with
Yeah.
as well.
But for other things.
Yeah. Yeah. It's always good to have friends that like to do things that you don't, you know? You get a little bit of that, you get a little bit of this. Everyone's got their own thing. We're fucking partying.
And now we live 5 minutes from each other. It's
a good
incredible.
time.
Yeah.
It's a good time. You guys got the palace. You guys got the manor. That's what we had. When I lived with my boy who I woke up for weed, that's exactly what we had. Garage at the bottom, first floor dining room, second floor bedrooms, and then we had a rooftop though, so get wrecked.
That would be nice. That would be nice. We just got our water heater changed out and it's in the attic and the guy installing it fell through the fucking ceiling.
That's why you need to have cameras in your crib.
That would have been incredible.
Because that's a viral video right there.
And he came down like talking about, oh, there's like a little hole. I have to go fix it. And then we went up and looked. I could send you the picture. You can fucking put it up. There's like this gaping fucking hole.
You throw the fucking No Good Carmen remix behind that video of him falling through the ceiling.
That's good.
It's a wrap.
We need to find a trend for that video. It's perfect. Or for that song.
That just dropped today, right?
Yeah, we only dropped it on SoundCloud. We're having trouble with the licensing because it's a cover.
Yeah.
So it's not on other streaming services yet, but it's on SoundCloud.
Check that out. What is it? No Good on SoundCloud?
No Good on SoundCloud. It's called Carmen. It's an opera remix. We actually made it like 3 years ago for a restaurant called Mad. And then we remade it with an opera singer and a cello player. It's pretty sick.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a dope ass track. I like it. I need to get it from you guys.
Whenever we do like a festival show that has like we need an intro, we'll have like a long intro of that and then it goes into the opera song and it's trippy as fuck.
Yeah, I need to make an intro. I always felt like it was douchey. Especially if you do it at like as a local guy. If you're a traveling dude in another city, cool. But as a local guy, I always felt like it was kind of douchey, but I'm ready. I'm ready to douche it up.
Yeah, I have a few that I've seen some DJs do, and I have some ideas. Like have you ever seen Clockwork Orange?
Yeah, a long time ago.
The intro song to that movie is fucking sick, and that's a great one.
Yeah. I'd like to do like a Kill Bill.
Yes. Yeah. See, it's cool if it's from something dope. I think.
Yeah. I also need the Kill Bill fucking siren. I just need to throw it in my sampler. I know I have it somewhere. I keep forgetting to do that.
That's a good one.
Yeah. You know I like my sound effects.
Yeah, I need to get on that. I want to transpose your Waka Flocka one so it stays on beat the whole time.
Well, it will stay on beat
Like with no hands at the end of it.
Yeah, it will stay on beat at that right tempo.
Okay.
But I'll trigger it with, I'm playing something at 80 BPMs, I'll still use it.
Yeah.
So it's not on beat, but at the right time. With house music, it usually is, because it's like that song is what, like 63 or 4 or something?
Yeah,
The
no hands. Yeah, like 130.
Yeah. Good times. So let's get back to the timeline here. Mixed Signals is in full effect. We have switched over. We have taken the party back into our hands. We have full control, and it's time to rage.
Yep. And Tanner's sober.
Tanner stayed sober.
And we bring we need this is the second time. Someone spilled a drink all over his shit again? Yeah.
Fuck, bro. We need to hang it. We need to just get a hook and hang it.
Yeah, I think that's the best. And he just looks at me. I'm like, fuck. Do I need to punch someone? So you're okay.
How from that same booth, from the booth next to the DJ booth?
There's so many people in the booth last night, and I saw some people kind of walk out urgently. So I think they're like, oh fuck, and then they just
what
dip.
A bunch of cocks.
What are you gonna do?
Yeah, fucking drunk bitches.
But yeah, he hopped on the guitar, and it's hard once Tanner gets on the guitar, it's hard to like build the energy up past that.
Yeah, for sure. You almost have to like switch it completely just to rebuild it. I think to like wreck it to rebuild it your own way.
I think that's it, because every time I just try and like match the energy right after, but I think that'd be a good test to like do something really slow after it and then bring them back.
Yeah, that's what, honestly, for me, I'm so used to being an open format DJ that when we do Mixed Signals and we try to keep it all house all night, it's tough for me, because those going from like hip hop to house helps me create the energy that I'm trying to get,
Yeah, there's just like, you got to find, there's some breakdowns in those house songs that are like magical, and they're super slow, but you just kind of have to like work through it.
Yeah, those are scary sometimes.
Very scary, yeah.
Sometimes when you let a song go past the first drop and then that huge breakdown comes, you get nervous, but most of the time the crowd's with it. Like they want a break, they want a little bit of time to like talk and say something to their friend while there's not a huge drop going on.
Grab a drink.
Yeah. But why is it so scary?
Because you feel like you're losing them.
You just feel it just feels like almost like
that's the best feeling.
Turned off or something, like
just like you have to try. If you know what's coming next, you should be confident. But it's hard to stay in the pocket in that moment.
Yeah, for sure. It's like just dead air during a DJ set is fucking terrifying. Sometimes I like to fucking just eat it, though. Sometimes I like to just fucking, if I'm going to reverb out and get on the mic, that extra little second of letting it stay dead air, I feel like helps.
Little sizzle, yeah.
Because that anxiety, that anxiousness that builds up while you're like, oh shit, there's no song, there's nothing happening, and you get on the mic too quick, you fuck it up.
Yeah, I never get on the mic. I really need to. I'm just frightened.
I feel like, so originally, and me and Dolo talked about this, originally I felt like you couldn't compete with mic energy without a mic. So like if Fawn DJ'd 30 minutes on a Friday before me and he was all over the mic, I felt like I had to be on the mic to get the same energy.
I remember you saying that.
But the more that I'm doing it, and a lot of times Dolo will go after Fawn and he won't get on the mic and he'll just fucking grind the music out and fucking build it up and do his thing. And it does match. It does match. You can get the room to go through the fucking roof with just music, no mic.
I'm glad to hear that.
But there's definitely a value to being on the mic. I think being able to do both, maybe to throw a little bit of mic work in, just do here and there,
I think it's more of a complete show with the microphone.
Yeah. So I definitely I do change my feelings on that, but I also am loving sort of learning how to do that, how to fuck with the mic and shit. It feels like I'm learning something new. It feels scary a little bit.
That's good. Humbling.
Makes your nuts tingle a little bit.
Yeah.
There's nothing worse than saying something on the microphone and getting no reaction. Make some fucking noise, and then it's just like
crickets.
meh. You just have to like pretend like they made noise and keep going as if you were, it's crazy. You kind of have to be a psychopath to be like good at something, I feel like.
As a performer,
Yeah, you have to like completely write off a failure and continue ahead as if nothing had happened. Same with like scratching. When I'm trying to do like a long build scratch, like if I mess one little scratch up and it gets in my head, I'll fuck the whole thing up. If I mess one little scratch up and keep going, 3 seconds after that, it's forgotten about, and then I can just hold on to it. It's crazy.
Last night we had those Wookiee EDM kids.
Yo, when they put up EDM bound on their phones,
EDC,
EDC bound on their phones for Tanner, that was tight.
That was cool. And they were requesting something at one point, and you grabbed his phone and pretended to throw it, and he was frightened.
I haven't done that.
Please don't.
I haven't done that in a long time.
Please don't throw my phone.
I used to do that all the time.
And then right after that, on his phone, it said, "Play what makes you happy." He was like, "I'm so sorry."
Yeah. Well, and I
cool.
feel like, he learned a lesson, and it wasn't like a mean thing, and it wasn't like a bad thing, but like, I feel like that's how you got to do it. Like, get your point across with a joke.
Yes. It was cool. They had like positive messages towards us on their phones all the time, but I still hate that shit.
The first one was, it was like, it said, like I said, play Future or something.
Jesus.
That's why I was like, let me see that. And I took it and fucking pretended to throw it. What a little bitch. But then, then they put up EDC bound and like had good things to say. I feel like we did God's work that night.
But like, put your fucking phone away.
Put your phone away for sure.
I mean,
nobody wants to see that.
Call someone, text someone, do all that, but like, get it off your forehead.
I just saw Heavy's story. Did you
He's
see Heavy?
pissed,
He was fucking pissed, bro.
Yeah.
And I feel him.
Yes.
I feel him. It's like, yo, you are annoying. And that's all you are. With your phone on your forehead that just says Bad Bunny, everybody in the room is having the time of their life, and you could join them. There's no reason you couldn't join them and enjoy yourself and have fun, but you're standing there like a fucking douche with a phone on your forehead that says play Bad Bunny.
Yeah.
Nothing makes me want to play Bad Bunny less.
Yeah, no, sometimes I just won't play it if I see it. Like, I was about to. I'm like, no, I'm just definitely not going to.
Yeah. And the same, honestly, with any request, especially one that is going to get played. Like Drake. Play Drake. Like, I'll literally have a Drake song queued up, and then someone will request it, and I'm like, I don't want to play this now because I'm giving you satisfaction, and now you think that like this was your choice.
Yeah.
You told me to play the song, and I played it, and you want to take credit for it.
And the crowd goes crazy, and they're like, "Look, I told you."
Exactly.
Like,
and they're at the table with their friends like, "Yo, I told them to play this. This is my shit." No, this is my shit. This is my shit. Fuck you.
Fuck them.
I get a little upset sometimes.
Yeah. I love being an asshole to people.
You do.
When I'm DJing.
You do. I like it.
It's great.
Jesse Seeley vibes.
Yes. I love Jesse Seeley and his edits.
Let's go. I want to get him back on the show. I want to get him at a Mixed Signals too.
That'd be dope.
Thursday Mixed Signals, Friday podcast.
Yeah. We need to get on that and get like one person on a month at least.
Yeah. Well, we got to talk to fucking boss man and get some money. Get some allocated funds. We're out here. I'm going to be honest. We're kind of crushing it.
Yeah. On a Thursday.
Mixed Signals it's undeniably a good time. You know what I mean? It's us three as homies just going to have fun and play music that we enjoy. And like, Tanner will play some shit that's fucking like, I hear the bass line and I'm like, yo, what is this? I'll look over and I'll look at you because you guys normally have the same music or like know the same music.
Yeah.
And you're like, I don't know what this is.
I'm like Shazamming it.
Yeah. And I'm like, what the fuck? What's going on here? Like, I got to, it keeps you fresh. It keeps it fun. Like, there's nothing that makes you happier than seeing your boys do well, you know?
Yeah.
And that's all. And that energy is that's what that party is.
Just, fun competition.
Yeah. Good times. displaying
Great venue.
your own knowledge. Fantastic venue, good patrons, sticky promoters that slide in and
That's if promoters are trying to hop onto our night, that's a compliment.
It is a compliment. You just can't let them sink their teeth in too deep.
Yeah, they can have a little bite, but
You can have a taste. Come take a taste of this. You know what I'm saying? But don't try and eat the whole thing. So, where are we at in the story?
Tanner just got off the guitar.
Tanner gets off the guitar.
Peak
Crowd's
hour.
going nuts.
Yeah, you're filming people. I bought the VHS camera. We got footage. Your shirt's off.
I'm browned out.
Yeah. Okay. I'm pretty sober.
I'm browned
The
out.
whole night.
I remember doing that with that kid's phone, but not until you said it.
That was at like 1:40,
Yeah.
I think.
No, that had
No,
to
it
be
was earlier.
It had to be earlier because I went on at 1:30.
Yeah. Yeah, it was before you went on.
Yeah.
We both I get done for the night. I asked you to do 2 shifts since I did the first 2,
Yeah.
and then we go outside and smoke a joint.
Smoke a joint. We're talking to 2 beautiful, young, so not extremely experienced
In conversation.
in conversation women. I do remember them spending a really long time talking about how good looking both of them are.
They spent a few minutes complimenting each other over
It
and
felt
over.
way too long, right?
And then you're like, "Can we talk about something interesting?" And I was like, "Yes."
It's
That would
just
be
like,
great.
hey, let's talk about something.
They laughed and like, "You're right. What are we talking about?"
When she was telling me that her grandfather was a plantation owner in Louisiana, that's real info.
Yeah,
That's the kind of stuff I want to know.
yeah.
Where do you come from? Now we know where you come from.
She was hiding that too. I don't think she would
It's
talk
not
about that
really
sober.
something you go around
Telling people.
boasting about, but it is what it is. You know what I mean? Like,
It
you
happened.
can't deny your own heritage and history, and it's what it is.
And then
Wild.
one girl said she was half German, and she's like, "Oh, so that's that purebred white."
Yeah,
It's like, Jesus Christ.
yeah, that purebred, that blue eyes, blonde hair, baby. We're taking over. That DJ Khaled energy. We're taking over.
You guys need to get DJ Khaled a bottle blonde.
That's a banger. I think maybe that would happen. I don't see why it wouldn't. He's pretty big. He was at Tao, I remember, a couple years ago in Chicago. I don't see him do a ton of club shit.
Yeah, he probably doesn't. I mean, he's still putting out songs with Drake or buying features and beats or whatever he does, but
He's a social media mogul now.
yeah.
He's just watering his flowers. I mean, what does he even do? That was like his thing when he popped off. I haven't seen a DJ Khaled story in a minute. Rick Ross kind of jumped on that train too.
At that same time, yeah.
That like doing weird shit on social media. Social media is fucked. Did you see the clip I posted from the Louis and Rogan podcast?
Yeah, actually, I watched that on YouTube too.
How good is that? It's
It's
so
great, yeah.
truthful. It's so like the basis of it is Louis says like he doesn't really think that anything on Twitter is a sincere feeling. Like anything that anybody posts on Twitter or really social media in general is what they're talking about, but they're talking mainly about Twitter. He's like, nothing is sincere. It's just a calculation of what will this do at this time. If I say this, if I post this, is it going to get views? Is it going to do this? What is this and that? And blah, blah, blah. There's so much more that goes into it rather than in real life sitting and just bullshitting and talking.
Yeah, he's saying like it's just talk, but it's written down. Like we'll say shit when we're just hanging out, when you're with your friends that you wouldn't want to get repeated and it gets forgotten in the moment. It's just funny. But then on Twitter, it's like written down and then it's in the Library of Congress forever.
Yeah. And it's like taken as this is what you said and you stand by it.
Yes.
But it's like, yeah, I said that when I was fucking drunk and high and horny and whatever, you know, like
Say anything.
I'll fucking say anything. Yeah. It's crazy. It's crazy. We need to communicate better for sure.
Yeah, I'm awful at that.
Yeah. We need to be better at communicating. I just want to go out and make long, lengthy eye contact with beautiful women.
Without them getting weird.
No, I want them to get weird.
You want them to be uncomfortable?
I want them to be very uncomfortable. No, I'm just kidding. But there is something, like, what's the difference between eye contact that somebody loves and eye contact that somebody's, like, mad uncomfortable with?
I think it's just the length. You know?
But, even
if you were...
it's good eye contact, you can go as long as you want.
Yeah, but I feel like at a certain point, even if you're, like, in a honeymoon phase, like, it's going to get weird.
I don't know. There's a girl that I like to spend some time with who I stare her in the eyes for a long time. That would probably creep other people out.
Do I know who this is?
My Roomba.
Roomba. Nice. I heard the Roomba cooks, too.
The Roomba cooks. The Roomba cooks. The Roomba fucks.
Does she do your laundry?
Not yet.
That's what you always talk about.
I'm stuck in 1920, bro. Like, I'm not convinced that women should be out here having jobs and doing things and all of this and that. Like, I'm all for equal rights if you want to do that. I'm not saying you shouldn't be able to do that, but, like, I want a woman who wants to, like, have half of my shit. You know what I mean? Like, take care of the crib while I'm out taking care of the money, and I'll provide you with the shit. I'm not saying, like, you need to get whipped and chained up in the kitchen, but, like, there's some women that just truly enjoy that. Like,
yeah, no, I've heard girls that prefer that for sure.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. They're a little tough to find nowadays with the OnlyFans. It's easy to get the money. Like, they're all about money. I don't like, money is evil, and somebody's got to worry about it, because if you don't have any, then you're super fucked. So let me handle the evil. Let me worry about it.
Yeah.
2 people worrying about it is double the evil.
And you're Jewish.
And I'm fucking Jewish. I can handle it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Where is my fucking Cinderella?
Yeah, you got to find her shoe first.
She's not going to be a bottle blonde tonight, I'll tell you that much.
She probably doesn't wear shoes when she's at the club. I feel like that's the type of girl you're going to marry.
That's the type of girl that I want to have sex with.
Okay.
Marry, I'm looking for an untainted. Here's a weird.
I mean, you want her to have some experience, though.
I was just about to get to experiences, and I don't want this to be taken the wrong way, especially because it came from my guy who is now banned on Facebook and Instagram. But he really hit the nail on the head with this one when he was talking about how men want a woman who isn't very experienced only because, like, you want to show her stuff. Like, you want her to live through your lens. Like, how isn't that what we all want, right? Isn't that why people make requests or want to have the fucking iPod, or, you know, like, you want to recommend a movie to somebody. You want to show people things. You want to be the one that showed, like, I want to take a girl to a nice restaurant, and if she's been there before, it's whatever. If she hasn't, then her memory of that restaurant is connected to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, there's something there. There's something like caveman brain, old school, built into our biology type thing where we want to be able to do that. If you get a girl that's done so much shit, there's the benefit of good conversation, or like learning something from her, right? She's talking about something that you don't know and you're learning, like, that's dope. I do like that. But you know what I like more?
Molding.
And folding. Laundry folding.
Moldable.
Yeah. Moldable sounds bad.
Sounds awful.
I mean, the whole conversation is a tough one to have because it sounds terrible. You're like, give me a woman who knows nothing. You know what I mean? Like, it's terrible.
But it's only because you want to give them everything.
Exactly. Yeah. It's out of love. It's not because, like, I just want you to remain unexperienced and whatever. Like, I want to show you those things.
Yeah. I mean, moldable sounds awful, but I agree. If there's a girl that has a lot of experience and, you know, any restaurant you guys go to or anything you guys try and do, she's like, oh, I've done this before. I've seen this before. Like, I want to show you something.
Right. Or what's worse than going somewhere and she knows everybody there? You're like, wait a second.
I need a girl that no one knows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If she, you know, we've all seen the meme. If she walks into the club and hugs all the bouncers, she's probably not the one, right?
Definitely not.
So,
from firsthand experience,
there's got to be an app or something. There's got to be like Raya. You have to.
Is that a dating app?
Yeah, Raya is like the LA, like celebrities are on there. It's like Tinder, but for celebrities. You have to be invited by a certain amount of people
or
who are
approved
already
or
on
something.
There. Yeah, approved. You have to like be somebody to get on there. I need the opposite of Raya. I want you to be nobody. And you have to like pass a test to prove that you are, in fact, completely unexperienced and have no fans.
Yeah. See, in the last relationship I was in, I kind of got tricked. When we first started talking, she didn't have an Instagram.
Ooh, that's a strong catch.
I was like, wow, that's like a huge green flag. Like, I think I love you.
Yeah, that's a fucking black and white checkered. We're going across the finish line.
And apparently you can like reactivate it, you know? And towards the end of our relationship, it got reactivated. And she had thousands of followers and pictures. And I'm like,
she's back. She's back.
Tricked me.
Yeah. My ex-girlfriend didn't have she didn't have like a personal account. She's had a little weird Zodiac account where she fucking followed all the witches and Zodiac queens.
She just used it for good information.
Good information.
Yeah.
I hate that shit because
witches?
No, I like witches actually.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, I enjoy the aspect that you're thinking outside of the box, kind of. Although at this point, it's so common and mainstream, it doesn't feel like that anymore. You know, like
woke.
Yeah, it's pretty much the new woke. But when a woman is like, you know, what's your birthday? I'm just automatically like, come on, like you're trying to impose your own judgments on me without getting any information on me other than my birthday. I'm going to tell you my birthday. You're going to figure out my zodiac sign. And then you're already going to have all these registered thoughts about me based off this one thing.
Yeah.
And now anything I say from that point on is tainted in that view of myself through you. That I don't like. When I'm talking to a girl and she asks me what my birthday is in 10 minutes, I'm like, all right, next.
You should just give her the wrong birthday. See how she reacts.
I should fucking...
And then 2 weeks later, like I was joking.
Yeah, after I smash. I so much... And even at one point, I feel like I tried to like get on Tinder and pretend to be like a fucking corporate clean cut. Like I didn't put any DJ pictures up there. Just fucking like being...
catfishing.
Pretending to be a normal human. Because I'm like, I'm losing out on so much pussy because girls are just like mad at the fact that I have my shirt off and I'm with strippers on Instagram. Like,
it's a red flag. If I was a girl and I came across your Instagram, I'm like, nah, not. Maybe I'll fuck him, but like, I'm not introducing him to my parents.
You'd fuck me?
If I was a girl, yeah, for sure.
Hell yeah. Thanks, bro. That means a lot for the world's most fuckable dude. Where was I at? I don't even remember.
We're talking about fucking each other.
Oh, Tinder. Yeah, I like tried to fucking be a normal guy on there and it just felt wrong. I'm like, there's dudes that are really out here just lying every day. And even like a lot of my friends, and it's not like they do it on purpose. Like they get on social media and they're like, I'm going to pretend to be somebody I'm not to attract other people, but they have jobs or whatever, their parents, society, they feel like they can't be themselves and they just have to uphold this certain respectful image. And it's really all it is at the end of the day is a fucking lie. You know what I mean? And I just can't live a lie. Like I want to give you the worst version of myself that may not even be the truth. It's so bad.
Yeah.
And just to like come in with low standards.
Yeah, you were unapologetically yourself, and I definitely look up to you for that.
I respect that. Thank you. Some
he
days
just
I
doesn't
don't
give a fuck.
I was really good at that for a long time. My whole life, actually. I would say until 2020. I feel like the pandemic fucked me up along with everybody else. Now I got fucking anxiety and I have some, like, I wish I could go back to truly not giving a fuck. I try and get there every day.
Yeah. I've had like people, because I mean, we kick it all the time. People will be like, he's crazy. Like, what? Isn't like, he's just around strippers and shit. I'm like, no, he's a normal fucking guy. He just, you know, is just very open.
Like I have no interest in lying to somebody. Like that's how you get into the relationship that after 10 years you marry her and there's like all these things that have never really come up and she doesn't know, and then you're together long enough where you're like, all right, now I don't give a fuck, and you're gonna find out that I go fuck strippers every Saturday night or something, you know, and it's just like the whole thing falls apart. I have no interest in that.
Yeah.
Whatsoever.
Your foundation is built out of concrete.
You're goddamn right it is. I'm like a mason.
Fuck yeah.
But yeah.
I've never been on a dating app.
You've never? God. I mean, it'd be over for everybody. They'd have to fucking...
I think so.
They'd have to fucking kick you off. They'd have to Andrew Tate you so save some pussy for the rest of us.
Maybe I should try it.
I mean, you literally had to turn down pussy just to get more pussy. And the pussy you turned down wasn't even mad that you turned her down. It was just like tonight's not my night. I'll hit you tomorrow. Like most people, like someone would get mad about that. These hoes, they love you. And I love watching it, to be honest.
I'm glad, because sometimes you get mad.
I mean, you know, just throw a couple scraps my way. You know what I'm saying?
I'm trying, dude. I'm trying.
Let's throw a couple scraps my way.
Got the art dealer.
I'm going to try. I don't know how successful I'm going to be at this, but I'm going to try and like have a business relationship with those girls, because I would like to try and produce their podcast.
Yeah, no, they have a good idea.
I want anybody... I will literally help. What?
This is a big moment for you, because I've talked about, I'm like, why don't we just be friends with these girls? And you're like, I've never done that before in my entire life. Like, we could just hang out with them and like do stuff, and they'll come to our shows and we can kick it with them. And you don't have to fuck them. We can just hang out with them. And you're like,
try.
You're gonna try. Wow.
I don't know how successful I'm gonna be. Cause you know what I'm saying? Like I'm just...
It's that caveman brain, dude. Shut it down.
If you don't have a regular girl to have sex with, you have to have sex somehow. You don't just not have sex.
Yeah.
That's one of the best parts of life. How you gonna not enjoy that?
They wired us for that, for sure.
Yeah. Like if I don't have a regular girl that I'm having sex with, I obviously have to have sex with strangers until one of them becomes a regular girl. You know what I mean? Like that's kind of just how it works. No?
Yeah, it's a very blunt way of putting it, but you're right.
It feels good. And there's really nothing like connecting sex, but the whole thing, like connecting with somebody that deeply.
Yeah.
It's human connection is what it is more than anything at the end of the day. It feels good to come. It feels good on your dick. But what feels the best is like really this woman is letting you inside of her. You know what I mean? Like that's a big deal. I'm not letting people inside of me. I would never do that on purpose.
Unless the right thing came around.
I am gay. So there's that. But yeah, it's the connection. It's like it's the speaking, but you're talking with your body. That's the most fun. When you can connect with somebody like that and like everything else, nothing else matters except for that in that moment. You're not thinking of anything else other than like what is happening right in front of you.
Yeah.
It's a good time.
And you're
Trying to have
going
some sex tonight.
And so we met these girls, and you're gonna try and have a business relationship with them.
Oh yeah, yeah. They do allegedly want to do a podcast. I'm like, yo, you get with your girl, tell me a date, and let's make it happen. Because I genuinely would love to help anybody who is serious about it. Like I've had a million people. I'll be like, who wants to do a podcast? So many people hit me up. Let's do it. All right, when do you want to do it? Oh, I'm doing. I got my mom's coming into town, so I can't do it then. And then I'm gonna get my boobs done, so I definitely got to wait till after that. And it's like, all right, you want to do it or no? There's so many fucking people that just talk. That's the world now. It's just talking.
Yeah.
Like people think that because they talk about wanting to do a podcast, they fucking have one.
They're manifesting.
They're manifesting. It's a world of manifestations these days. And there's not a lot of things happening.
Action.
So if they're down, I'm fucking in, bro. I'm trying to take over. I'm trying to take over the podcast scene in Houston.
Yeah. I will do anything I can to help you.
I appreciate that. Thank you. So what else? We're coming to the end of the night. It's 1:30. I hop on after Tanner's fucking EDC bound set.
There's like 7 songs. It's only 30 minutes, and like 7 other songs I was like, what is this? No
Kids out here.
I like rely on like some remixes or like some little tricks, and he's just playing new dope shit. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I live with this man. I don't have any of this music.
You better fucking rob his ass.
Yeah, no. I'm just gonna ask him for it.
We should
I'm not giving you my music again.
We should start a fucking record pool service out of Dropbox.
That'd be cool. Like an interloop one?
Yeah.
Maybe.
An interloop one would be dope.
Yeah, mixed signals Dropbox.
Mixed signals, yeah, something. That'd be tight. I kind of feel like that's how Headliner started, if I had to imagine it.
Yeah.
It's like they're all homies, like Scratchy, Five, and Deluxe, and all those dudes, and they were probably like, we fucking are DJs that are out here working the hottest clubs, doing the shit. We obviously have all the music. We should just curate the shit.
Brand it well.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could definitely do that.
Yeah.
We have a lot of good, like, no good remixes we're sitting on right now. I'm excited to put them out.
Yeah. And you guys are going to LA.
Yeah, we're in Santa Monica on the 27th.
Santa Monica on the 27th, and I'll be in Chicago on the 26th, 7th, and 8th.
Nice.
I can't fucking wait, bro.
What's the weather like?
It's still nice right now.
Okay.
It's still nice right now. It's going to start getting a little bit cooler, which I'm not mad at, because if I could go rock a fucking sweatsuit at my gigs, that's my shit.
I love layers. What was the restaurant we ate at in Chicago?
Tanta.
Tanta, yeah. If you're ever in Chicago, go to Tanta. It's incredible.
Bro, Peruvian. That shit smacks.
Fire.
That lo masado, chicken lo masado, or something along those lines.
We were just walking around the city trying to find somewhere to eat. I'm like, oh, we should check this spot out. And as we're walking up, he's like, is it even open yet? And we get there and there's a line outside, and it opened in 5 minutes. And we just like luckily got to go sit at the bar. They're reserved all night, and we got this crazy meal. It's incredible. This man was eating shit he only eats chicken tenders. He was eating all sorts of shit.
We were definitely out there. They had the fire fucking steak. That rice and chicken dish is crazy. I mean, Peruvian food itself is fantastic, but this was definitely the best version I've had of it.
Same.
And we got lucky. It was destiny that we just walked up there. I should go there when I'm back.
Yeah, you should. Take your ex. That's a bad idea.
The problem is my ex she's got a boyfriend right now.
Ooh.
It's a bit of an issue. Cause like,
why?
Well, cause like, I'm not interested in like wrecking that or being a part of that at all.
So it's not an issue.
Even though I know I could potentially, at least I like to think in my mind, if I pushed it hard enough, I could make waves in that relationship, which is something we do sometimes to satisfy ourselves. But I just don't feel like I need that right now.
I respect that.
You know?
Yeah.
I'd rather look for love at the club and just spend the rest of my life looking. I'm definitely not going to find it there.
From my experience, there's no love at the club.
There's no love at the club, but you're trying. Yeah,
Yeah, I'm trying.
see
I
you
invite
out here
them.
trying.
I am trying for sure.
I see you out here. You're sick of the streets. These girls came up to you. They're like, "Oh my God, I watched your podcast. I saw what you said. You're so cute."
They did say that. She said she wanted to marry me.
You won't marry her.
I'll try.
You won't. You won't. You haven't even had sex.
I'll wait.
I wish Dolo was here right now just so I could tell him that story and see what he has to
I
say
wish
about
he
it.
was. I know. I was really looking forward to it.
Yeah, I was going to throw you under the bus.
My dad's just running into me. Yeah.
I was going to throw you under the bus big time. This man had 2 women in his bed and just snuggled.
It was a good time.
I'm all for a good snuggle. I love a good snuggle.
Yeah.
But a post-nut snuggle is
Even better.
the best kind. When in doubt, whip it out.
See, I feel like that's...
You can't get in trouble in your own room, in your own home, in your own room, in your own bed.
Yeah.
You can't get Louis C.K.
That's not the vibes I was getting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wish Dolo was here too.
I'm a sicko. I feel like I've taken my dick out at times that if I didn't do that, I wouldn't get laid.
Yeah, but see, like, that's your thing. Like,
That's my thing.
I'm okay with not getting laid.
And if something works once for me, that's it. Like that's it. If it worked, it works.
Yeah.
Right? Like if it works, it works. So I'm going with that.
Maybe, I know. Yeah, I didn't want it to get weird, you know?
Yeah, but sometimes I love that awkwardness. I love if there's a girl that like is clearly into you and then you can make it as awkward as you want sometimes and like you know you're not going to fuck it up. I love that. I love that. I love a good uncomfortable feeling. Not uncomfortable in like a bad way or a weird way, but like
Yeah, see,
why would you do that or why would you say that? And I'm like, "Oh, was I not supposed? What are you talking? Like you're here, we're here. What would you expect me to do?"
That's a good response. But yeah, I'm definitely afraid of fucking it up all the time.
Yeah.
I need to if I don't know someone very well, I'm really not. I have trouble being myself.
Really?
I need to work
That's
on that.
so
For sure. I'm just quiet. I'll just be
Why
quiet.
do bitches love you? I don't get it.
I think the ones that like me the most are the ones that I am like kind of mean to.
Yeah, they do like that. They say
Yeah.
if you treat them like dirt, they'll stick to you like mud.
And then like if I like really like a girl and I'm like nice to her and then they're just like gone with the wind. I'm like, what? I gotta be mean. I like you. I don't want to be mean to you.
Isn't that kind of always what fucks it up?
Yeah.
Whenever you think to yourself, "Oh, I actually like her, so I'm gonna treat her differently than I would some girl I'm trying to smash."
Yeah.
For me, it always fucks it up. Then I'm like in my head and I'm thinking too much. I'm overthinking what I'm going to say, this and that, blah, blah, blah. But if you're just like, I just want to smash and like it doesn't mean anything to me, you don't have any attachments, you don't care, then you're just like, fuck it, whatever.
Yeah.
And you're good. And they like that. But once you start overthinking and you're too nice and like,
Texting them.
it's so fucked. The whole game is fucked up.
Yeah. But I mean,
Bullshit.
on the reverse, if a girl's like really nice to me, I'm like,
You need them to be a little mean.
Yeah, for sure.
You like you make them smack you?
No, I would never do that. The fuck? But
Hey, there's something for everybody.
for sure. Yeah, would you let a girl slap you?
I'm not into that. I'm not into mean. Like I'm mean. I'm mean. I think just at idle. Like idling. I think I'm a little bit mean.
Yeah, you're just like an old angry man.
Yeah. So if I really like a girl, like I want to be as nice as I possibly can to her because I know that I'm going to be mean on accident.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah, I think I just need to be meaner to the girls I like.
Yeah, if there's anything you could take away from this podcast, I think it would be to be mean to the girls that you really like.
And yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a good message for the kids. You heard it here first. Episode 59, Party with Strategy podcast. Mr. Ease We didn't even introduce you.
Doesn't
we
matter.
just did this like everyone knows, and they fucking goddamn should know if you're watching this.
An hour in.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
yeah. What time is it? You got to head to work?
I got
A little bit. We got
some
a couple
time.
minutes.
Yeah.
All right. Should we cap off the mixed signals story?
Yeah.
Tanner puts on the performance of a lifetime. I'm going on. I'm barely holding it together, and I was honestly a little nervous.
I've seen you worse.
I'm trying to keep up.
Yeah.
I was a little bit nervous.
I love when the three of us play because every single set's like, all right, we got to fucking step it up.
Yeah, it's good. It's good, friendly competition. Another gem that my boy RIP, who's gone off of Facebook and Instagram, talked about.
It's your fucking gut.
That's like, he speaks to my soul. Like, that is the person that I grew up as. I'm like trying to be a better person, but really in reality,
That's you.
that is the man that like raised me. Like,
That's your dad.
it's fucked. It's fucked.
So yeah, you're nervous. Tanner killed it. You're like, I don't know what I'm gonna play.
Yeah, I hopped on. I did fuck up.
You took your shirt
for
off
Sure.
immediately.
Took my shirt off. I'm really trying to keep that consistent. I'm going to take my shirt off anytime I DJ. It's tough when I'm DJing with other people, though, because, like, I'd like to just take my shirt off and then that's it, like, until the lights come on.
Yeah.
But once I stop DJing, if I'm
You
just
gotta
in
put
the
it back
club with
on.
my shirt off, no.
It's not,
Yeah, I gotta
not a
be
good
like-
look.
Yeah, I got
We're
to
just
be
outside smoking a joint and you got your shirt off. People are like, who the fuck is this guy?
Yeah, that's a little much.
Yeah.
In the booth, smoking a joint behind the decks, now we're talking shirtless. I might even slip my pants off.
Yeah, it's your uniform while you're working.
And also, I think that at the moment, it's keeping me tight on my diet. I'm like, okay, if I'm gonna really make this a thing and take my shirt off while I'm DJing, I'm gonna have to look good while I do it.
I mean, I think it could go either way. If you were just like this slobby fucking fat dude up there, like that would be incredible.
I've done that.
Yeah.
You missed that.
Yeah,
You missed that.
that era.
Because I did take my shirt off a lot. Not while I was DJing, but I did a lot of like stupid videos and
like,
shit with
haha,
my
I'm
shirt off.
fat.
Yeah. You missed that era. This is new strategy.
Yeah. Bummer.
It's kind of nice being a fat fuck and not caring.
Sounds great.
I'd never gotten more pussy in my life. I was almost 300 pounds and I was getting just laid. I got to imagine that Dolo felt the way that I feel now. Like, bitches will hit me up. Like today, this literally happened today. One of those girls we were hanging out with yesterday, she's talking to me on Instagram. Tell your boy I want to go on a date with him and cuddle after. And I'm like, if it's some random girl who doesn't know you and she's like, hey, hook me up with your boy, of course I'll be like, yeah, here's his Instagram, whatever. But she knows you. I met her through you.
Yeah.
I'm like, why are you telling me this? What do I have to do? I want to see your tits. Why are you telling me to hook you up with him? You know what I mean? Like, you know him. What are you talking to me for?
I'm sorry. I don't know what to say.
But Dolo would always tell me, he'd be like, bro, these girls are like trying to hit me up to fuck you. And I'm like, at the time, I'm like, yeah, it's great. Fuck you. You know? Like, but now I'm like, damn, I feel them. I fucking feel them.
And one day it's going to happen to me.
You're goddamn right. And I can't wait.
I can't. I can.
It's like when my skinny friends get fat. And I'm like, yeah, baby.
Yeah, I was
Here we
fat.
go.
I was a little chunky and I got skinny.
Yeah?
When I first moved to Houston, I gained like 30 pounds.
Just eating all that crawfish.
Yeah, and I was just like, and my mom's like, oh, you're filling out. And I'm like, okay. And then over quarantine, I lost it all and like got into decent shape. And then everyone's like, oh, you lost a bunch of weight. I'm like, I was fucking fat.
Yeah,
Classic.
you don't know it until like it really hits you one day. Sometimes I'd get up, I sleep naked, and in my crib back home, there's a big ass mirror right at the foot of my bed. So if you're walking out to go to the bathroom, you pass this big ass mirror. I'd wake up in the morning and literally just look at myself in this mirror and I'd be like, how in the world does anybody want to have sex with me? How? That's insane.
Because you're mean to him.
It was because I was mean to them. I put a sticker on their butt and smack it really hard. Girls like when you leave a handprint on their butt. They like that a lot.
I don't like that. So last night you did that to this girl.
I did. I told her. She put her ass out for me to smack, and I said, if I hit your ass, I'm gonna leave my handprint on it. And she said, I like that, Daddy.
That's what she said?
You too, baby. She said, I like that. And I was like, all right, let's go.
And then you did it. There's a huge handprint, and then the whole table of dudes she was at was just disappointed.
Yeah, and you want to know the best part about that whole thing?
Yes.
Is I talked to this girl today on Instagram, right? How's your butt? A little flirting, whatever, recall. Oh, it's good, blah, blah. She sends me a picture of it. I'm like, all right, now we're cooking. I'm like, yo, why don't you come kick it? And she's like, oh, you don't want to get to know me first? And I'm like,
how else am I going to get to know you?
I would love to get to know you, who was at the table getting your ass smacked by every guy in the fucking place. Like, yeah, please, let me pay for your meal and get to know you better. No, that's not, no. You can't be a RTB baddie and fucking expect to get treated like a Dubai princess.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? That's
Yeah.
crazy talk.
Yeah. After you smacked her, all the guys at the table were like, oh, we need to mark our territory. And then next thing you know, she had 7 handprints on her.
Yeah.
And it was a little domestic violence-y.
She's into that for sure.
Yeah, but like if you just saw it, you'd be like, oh my, are you okay?
Yeah, somebody's like,
your whole,
ma'am, do you need help?
your legs and your ass are just bruised. She's like, I like it.
The guys at the table were not feeling it when she turned around and there was a handprint on her ass.
She was
They were
like, look.
Yeah. They were like, okay, you either need to leave now or I need to cover that up with my handprint. Yeah, it's crazy.
All right, so that you get on, you have a great 30 minutes, played a lot of Usher.
Played a lot of Usher. Usher, just some about it takes me back to my
4 or 5 in a row.
Takes me back to a good time. You hear those songs, it brings you back. For me, it's like middle school, high school-ish.
Yeah.
And you just think about, like, when I'm having a bad DJ set or I feel like I'm not in the zone or something, there's a couple different songs I'll play that bring me to this time in my head that just makes me happy. Like Gold Digger is a huge one for me. Kanye West Gold Digger. When I play that, it's like, it's for me more than anything.
Yeah.
And it's obviously a great song. The crowd loves it too. But like, that shit gets me in my zone. That shit reminds me of a trip to Florida that I took with my brother, like when I was probably 14, 15 or something. And we were cruising around Miami in my grandma's friend's like piece of shit. I don't even know what it was. Like Corolla, neon green, like shitty Chevy Cruze or something. And we're listening to the radio because that's all there was at the time. There's probably CDs, but we're not going to listen to his Beatles CDs, you know?
Yeah.
And they were talking about how this new song from Kanye West is coming up 1 hour. We're dropping new music from Kanye West, this and that, blah, blah. And it ended up being Gold Digger. And the first time we heard it in the car, we were both like, whoa. Like,
that's
holy
sick.
Fuck, bro. He snapped. I'll never forget that anytime I play it. It brings me to a great place.
That's incredible because when I come across that song, like, shit's corny as fuck.
You got a song like that? You got a
yeah,
song
but
you
I can't
play
really.
for yourself?
Yeah, but I can't play them. I always play them early. Kind of gets me in the mood. I'm like, I'm playing my shit.
Yeah,
that's a good story and a good one because you could play that at any time of the night and it's gonna work.
Yeah.
I love playing Pyramids by Frank Ocean at the end of the night.
That is your end of the night jam.
And it's 10 minutes long.
And the bitches love it.
The people that love it, like, they're like, holy fuck, you know this song? And then the end of it, it's incredible.
Yeah. Tanner plays the guitar over it sometimes.
Yeah, the one time at Mixed Signals, that was
fucking
beautiful.
hard.
Forgot about that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good one.
Should we wrap this up?
Yeah. Wrap this up. But you're not a big wrap it up kind of guy.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's too hot, I thought.
It's too hot outside to work on them. Though it's been a little rainy lately, though. You know,
Has been rainy.
Yeah, but that's. I'm looking for love, and if I'm in love, I'm not using the condom.
I'm looking for love. Here's the thing. And correct me if I'm not speaking from your perspective correctly, but I feel like we're looking for love but we're not trying to settle for love. You know what I mean? Like, there's girls that'll be like, yeah, like it's time for me to get a boyfriend. Like it's time for me to find somebody, and they'll just like settle. Like somebody comes along and it's like, this is good enough, you know, like this will fulfill my need to be with somebody, to find love, whatever. I'm looking for love, but like not in that way. Like I'm looking for somebody who makes me wanna fucking really put my dick back in my pants and leave it there. You know what I mean?
100%.
Like it's not like, yeah, I'm looking for love, but also like that's not like my mission. I'm not making that my mission. I'm hoping that somebody comes along that I can do that with.
Yeah, I'm not looking to settle.
But I'm not like going out like, okay, this is it. It's not like something on my to-do list that I'm looking to cross off.
Yeah.
You know? Because a lot of people make it feel that way. Like, all right, it's time. I'll just go find somebody and then we'll get married and then I'm starting a family and this next chapter starts. Not looking for that.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I agree. I don't know which. I'm not trying to get married anytime soon. But having someone to kick it with consistently would be fucking sick.
Yeah, it's tough to find. It's tough to find.
Good thing we have each other.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We just make out for that end of the episode.
Just fades to black.
Some sweet ass music plays. All right, let's fucking wrap it. You got to be at Sugar Room tonight?
Yes, sir.
Come see my boy. Where you at for Sunday? Sunday.
Saturday I'm at Toto's. Sunday I'm at Bell Station, and then I'm at Sporting Club, and then I'm at Toto's for Sunday service.
Damn, bro, this guy's rich, bro. Save some money for the rest of us, dog.
So rich.
Fucking 3 gigs on a Sunday. Actually, I got 2. I'm doing Bell Station as well, and then Bottled Saturday Polecats. Let's go. Party with Strategy podcast. Shouts to my boy Diamond Cut on the edits. Thank you, Mr. Ease, for coming through. I appreciate it.
Thanks
Dolo,
for having me.
Good times.
Blow up doll.
And we'll see you guys next week. Peace. Thank you. Hey, and make sure not to forget to subscribe, drop a comment, a like. Just give me some. Even if you go in the comment section and you say suck my dick, or you just fucking hit the keys. Don't even say anything. Just drop a comment on there for the algorithm. Just get us a little fire under the keys going. A little algorithm activator.
Something.
Like Jerry curl activator, but better. All right, we're out. Thank you.
Hell yeah.